Hi guys, this is Felix from the Nuclear Blast Facebook page, and we're at the shop in Lonsdorf right now, from which we are going to leave to the Nightwish concert in Stuttgart tonight. And I'm going to do the fan interview with Nightwish beforehand and ask them your questions. So let's see what it brings. Alright, let's start right away with a question by Klusnik Paul. Out of all the songs you sang or wrote or played, which one is very close to your heart, Thomas?
Well, again, it's the same thing as you ask a parent who is your favorite kid.
Okay.
I mean, even though you might have one, you don't want to say it out loud.
And do you have a favorite song, Marco?
It's the same thing with me.
Okay.
I mean, you care for all of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, when it comes to playing live, I think definitely Last Ride of the Day is my favorite.
Okay.
Because it's so simple, it's so straightforward, and it's just a really nice song to play.
Nice. Maybe you can pronounce that name better than myself. I think it's Finnish. Lapi Mikkelsen.
Lapi Mykälsen.
He asks, or she, is it a... Okay.
It's not a Finnish name though.
Okay. Sorry about that. Where do you get the inspiration to write the beautiful lyrics? And pretty much the same question is asked by Baba Chiana. What is the biggest inspiration for you, Lisa? Where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, I haven't heard this question for a while. Yeah. It's really simple. You just feel the world really strongly. All the good stuff, all the bad stuff, happiness and sorrow, and you suck it all in, and you need a channel to get it all out, to get the demons out of your head before you burst. And making songs and lyrics is the best way for me to cope with everyday life.
So it's a kind of therapy, more or less.
In a way, that too, yeah.
Nice. And how long does it take you to write long songs such as Song of Myself and so on? Asked Emmanuel Morales.
It's really hard to say. Some songs take weeks and even months to get completed. Then again, for example, the song Amaranth was done in about 2 hours. Just the music for it. So it really depends.
Okay. Nice. Simon Iversen wants to know how it feels to be so successful.
Most of it is pretty good. I mean, it's a lifestyle thing. You aim for this thing and you succeed in it, of course it feels good. But then again, you might also sometimes want to have a little bit of a piece you don't have anymore. So there's a double-edged sword there. But yeah, mostly it's a great thing. And yeah, you just you just gotta keep your feet on the ground in order to survive all this, you know, all this glamour that they put onto you. They want to put you on a pedestal, and they see you as something that's bigger than life, which none of us really are. We're just guys and a girl, and have to go sit on a porcelain every morning like everybody else.
Nice. Jessica Hirtun is asking a question which I think is very interesting, as I am, as I said, responsible for the Facebook page. And she says Imaginarium is riding a huge, in brackets, and well-deserved wave of success around the globe. Do you think that the popularity of the internet has been overall positive or negative for the band, and why?
Again, internet also is the double-edged sword. There's a lot of good stuff going on there. I mean, I enjoy the advantages of certain technology, but there's also the downside of it. When it comes to downloading and all that hassle, people can express their opinions under pseudonyms and be really cruel in the net and just... So it really is good and bad.
Well, what is great about internet is absolutely the information flow, which we see, where we see oppressed people coming up and throwing off their oppressors and such things like that that we've seen, for instance, in some Middle Eastern and African places. That's a great thing about internet. It's absolutely liberating. Yeah. But then again, it also gives human nature this chance that if you see something that nobody seems to own, you can grab it and run.
So this is all the two-sided sword then.
Yeah, very much.
Okay. James Shelby, who's obviously a keyboard player, asks you, Thomas, what outboard onboard effects you use on your keyboards?
What the hell does that mean?
I have no clue.
Probably if you add some delay into your solos or something like that. Is it an outside or inside keyboard thing?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I just, check out these different Korg keyboards and I just get the one that I enjoy the most. And sometimes I do a little tuning when it comes to the sounds, take off the echo, add some attack and all this kind of stuff. But I'm really not a technology freak. I don't do my own sampling or anything like this.
Okay. And Peters Quart wants to know why you don't play any solos anymore, like you did in your first albums.
I'm playing a couple of solos.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's probably not enough for Peter, but no.
Sorry, Pete.
Why don't you play any solos?
Yeah.
Well, the bass solos are really boring.
Yeah. I really think of the same when it comes to keyboard solos.
Okay.
That's the basic reason. I just
So-
don't enjoy playing them.
Yeah, this soloing kind of thing, it's more for the younger dudes. I mean, I don't have the ambition to go in front of the audience and wank anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. Tosca van Gelderen asks, will the Imaginary movie be shown in cinema? And if yes, in what countries? Let's talk a bit about this film.
We really don't have a clue yet because we just got the teaser trailer finished about 2 weeks ago, and that's basically our tool for the distributors to decide whether they're gonna put it out in theaters or not.
Okay. Nice,
I would assume that it's gonna be shown in cinemas somewhere around Europe, but not in a major release way.
Okay.
It's more on the cult side.
Yeah, because this is a Finnish-Canadian co-work, and we don't really have the channels that something like Hollywood major companies, they have it straight that okay, we got this coming out and boom, it goes to cinemas all around the world, and we're working on a really way smaller level and scale on here.
Okay. Lenya NW seems to have already seen the movie, if I get her right. Because she asks about the movie Imaginarium, how does the plot match with your life, Thomas? I know that it's a fictional story, but the core of the plot, the theme itself, is it about your own fears and dreams? The resemblance of the main character with you is obvious. His name is Tom, he is a composer, and you play a cameo role as him. So the plot is maybe about how you see or fear your own future, as well as the other characters in the movie. They are a fictional version of the other band members or other people in your life. Or despite the similarities, is it just an inspirational story that came out of nowhere?
That's pretty much what it is. There's absolutely nothing autobiographical
Okay.
about the movie. The only similarities is that the main guy is called Tom, which is pretty close to what I'm called, and he's a composer who used to play in a band, but that's it.
Okay.
I mean, these things came out when the scriptwriter and the director also wanted to kind of have a connection to the band, and so they sprinkle names a little bit.
Okay.
The story is a story, life is life.
Okay. Nice. David Kuklinek looks a bit in the future and wants to know where you see yourself personally and with the band in 15 years.
You just don't think about that kind of stuff. You honestly don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Why should you have to think about that far ahead in the future? I hope I'm alive, healthy, doing well, still doing music.
Nice. Well, that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
Having a nice bunch of friends to do the music.
Nice. Madiha Iyats wants to know if someone asked you what metal is, what album would you give them? I think that's a pretty cool question.
What metal is?
Pretty wide
Yeah.
definition is needed. So one album.
What album is your definition of metal? Well, of metal or
That's-
metal? Or
That's rather unfair question because there's so many different categories in metal, and you can't just put up one album. It's
Okay.
impossible.
Okay, say power metal.
Something from Black Sabbath maybe,
Okay.
because they
So
were
from
among
Black
the
Sabbath,
pioneers.
yeah, and from Black Sabbath until we get to the 90s with Pantera and Metallica and whatever,
Mhm.
because that is the whole scope that we actually need for this.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Berber Anna says, was there a specific reason you chose to play a bit from Angels Fall First as an interlude in your tour version of Nemo? It was beautiful, but it made me curious as to why you chose to replace Nemo Sailing Home / Nemo Letting Go with that instrumental bit.
But maybe, well, why not?
Yeah, simple as that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just
Fair
some-
enough.
It's nice to spread those little subtleties here and there in the setlist. I'm playing Stargazers and
Mhm.
Wayfarer
Mhm.
and Gethsemane in my solo of Planet Hell,
Mhm.
and Push playing a bit of Angels Fall First in Nemo. So just little hints here and there.
That's cool.
Why not? Like you
Mhm.
said.
And then here's another question by Yves Galois, I suppose. In your latest tour, you play some songs from Century Child. For 10 years, I have been wondering, in Bless the Child, what is so special about this fucking left-hand path?
What's so fucking special about this left-hand path?
Mhm.
Well, left hand has this certain symbolism.
Yeah.
You mean politically, or?
No.
No, not really. I mean, it's the left hand and the horns of the
Okay.
guy out downstairs and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely nothing political about it.
Okay.
It's an old term, left-hand path.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
If you take the side of the devil, for instance.
Yeah.
Ah,
If you
okay.
take the left-hand path.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. I didn't know it. Marcel Dick says, what is the most important thing that makes Nightwish to Nightwish as this unique band?
Sincerity, honesty, always doing things what we want to do
Mhm.
without following any trends.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's cool. Lina Bendikaite wants to know, what is the worst thing that you don't want to happen during the concert? What is your horror vision of something that happens on a gig?
Well, losing the voice for me is probably one of the worst things that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, that hasn't happened
Okay.
too often and too lately. But sometimes you're a little bit down here, you don't have that much sleep and there's a lot of hassle and you spend a lot of energy and you're feeling a bit down sometimes, so you have to work for it and get things open. But yeah, losing it completely would be kind of a disastrous for the show.
Mm-hmm. What is the worst thing that ever happened? So when this happened to you, you'd say?
Yeah, but I mean, like losing it completely, that hasn't happened for years.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was in the old days when I was younger, not so secure in my own fantasyful world.
Anne Smith asks a bit in the same direction. What are your feelings about the tour so far? What shows are the most memorable ones up to now? How's the tour going for you so far?
It's been a really, really good start. We haven't done a single bad show. It's getting better and better, and we have achieved exactly what we went after when we were starting to plan how this show should sound and look like.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken beyond your average heavy metal concert because of the screens and the pyros and all the dramatics of the set list and everything. And people are going a bit flabbergasted about it, like, wow, what the hell is this? And that's exactly what we wanted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I hope you can enjoy it.
I probably will.
He probably hopes that as well.
Helen Zelesnoyova, sorry for pronouncing the name that way, wants to know, was there anything that you really wanted in your childhood but never got?
The ability to fly.
Yeah, pretty close. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Nice. Iva Lopov-Vukovic says, which character and from which book or movie would best describe you or fit you? What part of your job you think is the most beautiful and what part you think is the worst? So it's kind of two questions.
Well, I'll answer the latter one first.
Mm-hmm.
It's just being able to express yourself in front of thousands of people with the people that you love,
Mhm.
the band and the crew,
Mhm.
which makes this the best possible job, if you can call it a job on the planet. And I couldn't be happier. The most difficult part for me is the socializing part, because you have to be in a way alert all the time. There's this hellish hassle going on all the time, and that's really energy consuming.
Mm-hmm.
But we can cope with it, and it's part of the deal. But sometimes it's a bit too much.
Mm.
But still, this is the best thing on the planet.
I think you got me there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with the both things.
Juan Nightwisher Brenes Quesada. I know this would be a question for Annette, so I leave that out. We come to the last question then. It's from Kaylin Adam Fröhlich, who's saying, Nightwish, so many questions. So my question is a bit more personal. But back in 2009, hopefully you received a gift of a mini pirate ship named after your boat. Did you actually receive it? Hope it made you all giggle.
I remember getting that actually, yes. And this is funny that you asked, because we were just talking about this, that we get a lot of lovely stuff from the fans and letters and all that kind of stuff. And it happens all the time that somebody comes to you and says, you got my Christmas gift I sent you 7 years ago, what did you think? And I said, what did you send? So you don't remember? No. And then you see the sadness in their eyes.
Yeah,
And it's just
sure.
it's a really weird moment.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is that we have a really bad memory, so please don't be offended if we can't remember everything.
But you do remember the
I do
pirate
remember this pirate ship, and I even remember where I put it. It's
Okay,
in my house at the moment, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, to be honest, well, I know it's important to people, and we don't want to lessen the value of their love for the music and for the band, because, well, that's what we live on at the moment, so it's really important to us. But then again, this is a job where basically I don't even know all the names that are there in the crew. I know all the faces, I say hi and we say good morning. I know the key characters, for instance, from the PA and light company, but I can't remember all the names.
Mm-hmm.
Because we live in such a constant flow of information and
Hassle.
also demand,
Yeah.
which makes it really hard. So all the respect for all these people anyway.
Yeah.
Still.
That's why I wanted to say this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, respect, definitely. But this is how it goes. So don't be offended.
Right. Okay. I thank you very, very much for the interview. And as to you guys, I hope you're happy with what we got here. And please comment to the video and like it if you like it. And share it with all your friends. And you two enjoy your concert. And I will probably too.
Sure will.
Sure
Thank you.
will. I was glad that we had more time with Nightwish than it was planned. Unfortunately, I couldn't talk to the whole band, but I think it's alright what we got, and I hope you're happy with the questions and the answers, and see you next time.